Okay, am I officially here now? How does that look? Were you able to hear me before? Okay, now we're here. Welcome. There we go. Good. Yeah, my bad. I imagine you couldn't hear me or see me, so I was talking to myself for the last 2 minutes. Okay, so here's what happened. I have closed my day trade positions profitably. I'm very excited about that. And this is fun because I haven't day traded in a very long time, so I'm excited about that. We have, let's see, here's Canoe's at 1028, which is higher than what we bought it for this morning. Then we've got Upstart. So Upstart was kind of funny. The way to play Upstart. Upstart was entertaining. Like, this was a good ride, okay? So I bought Upstart. Stupid, bought Upstart. The darn thing plummets. And I should have waited for a confirmation. I made a big mistake. I didn't follow my own rules. I didn't wait for a confirmation. I got impatient because I'm like, yay, back to day trading. And I got totally impatient and bought way too early. The thing fell, right? When it bounced off this 120 line, we found confirmation that it has bounced off 120 multiple times before. So when it hit 120, my strategy was I should buy it at 120 and then I could get out sooner, right? Because I'll be able to average down. Well, I didn't buy at this 120. So I held the thing during the day, but look what happened. A gift. It hit 120 again, set a limit for 120. So when this happened, while it was falling, I set a limit for 120, bought the thing at 120, rode the thing back up to right here around like 123.5 or whatever, which ended up getting me out break even because I bought it at 128, 200 shares. Then I bought like 400 shares at 120 because I'm like, we're bouncing off this again. And that worked for Upstart. Now, Upstart could jump 20% tomorrow, right? But this is specifically a day trade move here. And I think these were two really powerful lessons here. That is, wait for confirmation before you buy. And I know that. Like, come on, Kevin. Like wait to see how the market opens first. Let's see if that volume's there. If I would have waited for that, I could have just entered into Upstart here with the full position. So that was a mistake. But fortunately, by averaging down off that same dip line, I was able to get out of the Upstart day trade. So that was fun. I really enjoyed that. I had fun with that. The only thing that wasn't fun was all of the people after I bought it this morning leaving comments like, you idiot, you suck, because it went down afterwards. It's like, there's a whole day ahead. Chillax a little bit. You got to have patience with the tendies. I don't like microwave tendies. I like slow cooked tendies. Okay, anyway. So what do we got here? Voyager's up 8.5%. Canoe's at 1028. Nice move up for the larger part of the portfolio. That's good. The hold portion we still have. The Peloton up 7%. Very nice. Posted a video on Peloton. Hopefully you saw that. Clove, I actually have no idea. I don't invest in Clove. You didn't drink enough coffee in the morning. You know what it is? I heard, and I think it's true, that coffee takes a good 2 hours for you to get to peak level on coffee. And so when you wake up in the morning, and like if it's the morning live stream, it's like, this is dead. The coffee, even though I may have finished the cup, it hasn't actually fully hit me. I haven't had a cup of coffee in like 3 hours here, and I feel great right now. So what's up with IPOE? I see people shouting about IPOE. Let's figure it out. Oh, wow. Good move on IPOE here. Whoa, look at that like parabolic move right towards the end there. Oh, what a move, huh? That's a nice move. I wonder what the news catalyst here was. Or it was just that, wait a minute, IPO has been selling under 20 for too long here. Yeah, see, look at all this hype IPOE had. And it's kind of just fizzled in sort of the SPAC rack. Okay, so look at this. Oh, Voyager moving up even more. Very, very nice movement here in Voyager. Folks, I'm bullish on these, like the Voyagers and stuff like that. Mostly because of Coinbase. Like, Coinbase is so freaking profitable. It's insane. And it's gonna help other people realize the valuations of these are relatively cheap once Coinbase skyrockets. Coinbase, that's gonna be fun. I'm still working on my strategy for that one. And yes, anytime I make like the buy or sells on even these trades, I worry like with the trades that I send too many alerts. But like if there's day trading, obviously there are more alerts I send to course members. But I also talk about obviously longs and stuff like that when the alerts come out. But anywho, so Or were we? Okay, 5% on Redfin. Good move today. Look at that. Square. Oh, nice. Good. 5.3%. These are Kevin stocks, folks. The Kevin stocks are kicking butt today. Even Ubiquity's coming back. I should have bought that when it hit 175 or 275, but I'm like, no, I'll hate it when it's under 275. See, it's that there's little moments where it's just like you get stubborn, you kind of get greedy about it. Those end up hurting you, especially when specifically when you're trying to time. Oh, great. CoffeeZilla made a video about me. That's not good. I like CoffeeZilla, though. No, he's a good guy. Oh, it's Graham and Kevin are in there. That's funny. Well, I'm excited to look at that. I really like CoffeeZilla, so hopefully it's positive. I don't know. He didn't talk to me about the video beforehand. But yeah, anyway. Voyager, and I'm not saying he needed to talk to me about the video beforehand, right? I'm just stating, because sometimes people wonder that I like colluded or whatever. Neo, 4%. Neo, okay, all right. Shift. This is literally just like Kevin is green today. That's what we got here. Never, no. ROC I have in the past. I don't right now. Maybe I will again. So Enphase, 2%. Oh, this is nice. All of our faves are green today. Tesla is about 2%. Tesla's trading exactly with Bitcoin. That's interesting. Churchill Capital's green today. Even FRX is green today. What else do we have here? We've got, what's down today? Let's go all stocks. What's down? So down today, losers today are SOS, Canopy Growth, Cannabis again, GameStop, Microvision, geez. Upstart, yeah, but that's okay. Upstart's kind of been bobbing around that 123 range or whatever. That buy at 120, that was key, because it wasn't going to go back to 128 today. That buy at 120 was the money maker right there. So I'm really grateful for that. But that's the thing, like I don't like setting and forgetting day trades, and I don't do stop losses either. So like I have to be pretty active with them. So otherwise I would have gotten stopped out already on that one. Which, I mean, if I stopped out at like $1 under, I would have still been probably okay. Well, no, but then again, because I got out break even with this strategy, I would have been upside down if I stopped out. All right, what else? Tattooed's down to 19. I'll buy this again if it gets under 18 or 17. I'm torn. One of those numbers. But I don't think it's gotten that low. Ford, Yelp, Carnival, AT&T. I really want to consolidate. Like these prices are such that I kind of just want to like sell a bunch of stuff and then just buy just my faves, like my high conviction faves. That's what I want. All right, what else here? XL Fleet. Anyone else feel tired? Anyone else feel tired after the Pfizer vaccine? Only thing I noticed after both. I'll go to finally remember now. How do you remember me? Hans Media. I need trading options and things got bad. Oh no, 120 grand. I do actually feel like Hans Media. I feel like I remember you mentioning that a while ago. That's been a while. Well, welcome back. So, okay, what else? Nothing really fun in the middle here. I so badly want to do leaps on a firm because it's just so downtrodden. It's so depressing. Affirm and C3 AI are just like the epitome of depression. And I'm not in them, but they are the epitome of depression right now. And I don't think they're bad companies either. Depression. Matterport. Oh, come on. Matterport went green. I was cheering for Matterport to go down. No offense to anybody who's in it. I'm just selfishly wanting to buy more at 13. I set a limit. I set a 5K purchase order at 13.13. I probably shouldn't say exactly what my limit is, but I did. Oh, well. Blank. Voyager's almost at 10%. 2 minutes to go for the closing bell. Peloton kicking butt. That video did not get a good like ratio, by the way. And it's not because of the quality of the video. It's because of the stock pick. People are like, I'm disliking this video because I don't like that you're buying Peloton. Like, oh, whoa there. Yeah, it's not like it's bad. I don't think I've had one that low in a while. So I'm scrolling through my feed here really quick. No, nowhere in my recent history. Oh well. All right, what else? Yeah, actually, I was talking about selling puts. It's actually not a bad strategy. I was talking about that actually this morning in the live stream. We talked about that, and yesterday. I like the idea of selling puts. The only danger is as the market falls, you end up going potentially into margin if you're using margin as collateral. So you have to be careful because a lot of the platforms like even Webull and Robinhood, they don't make it clear that you're going into margin as collateral for your puts. So like you think, oh, cool, I'm getting this credit, when in reality you're exposing your margin, right? Blink just kicked freaking butt today. Voyager, good, kick butt today. Canoe kicked butt today. I mean, it's right where I sold it on those 2K. Peloton just crushing. All right, let's go. Let's go.
But so far for the week, we're up 2% on the S&P. The sectors that are leading, technology, consumer discretionary, it's an Amazon kind of day and an Apple kind of day. Microsoft all higher.
There we go.
Industrials, materials,
here we go.
And staples are also all higher. Energy is the biggest loser. The Nasdaq's up a full percent at the close, and small caps also bounced back 0.8%. Rounding out, didn't look like such a strong day at some points earlier in the day, but finished very strong.
Give us the music, Sarah. Hit the music. Thank you.
Another record closing high for the S&P 500. I'm Wilfred Frost along with Sarah Eisen, Mike Santoli, CBC senior markets commentator, as well as always. As Sarah just said, record close for the S&P 500. Anything positive would have that following yesterday's one. We're very close to 4,100, as you can see, up 0.4% on the S&P. The Dow up 56 points, which was pretty much its session high, just off it. Up 0.2%. The Nasdaq up just over 1%, and the Russell, after quite a big slide yesterday, regaining 0.9%. The two big sectors moving more than 1% in either direction, where energy down more than 1%, tech up more than 1%. Jeans are hot right now. Coming up, we'll get the latest reading on
jeans. I want to be the guy who pushes the button that's like breaking news, and the banner comes up, and it's always the same breaking news. S&P record high. It's like the same thing every time. Somebody says, I'm not betting on a 4K exercise bike. It's not $4,000. It's like $2,300, or it's like, isn't it like $90 a month if you use a firm? That's how you should be betting. I'm not betting on the bike either. No, you gotta be crazy to bet on just the bike. Folks, I'm betting on Peloton strength training. Some dude on a monitor yelling at me, 5 more. Let's go, Kevin. 5 more. Let's go. 4 more. Let's go. That's what I want. And it's coming. Nobody's talking about strength training with Peloton. Nobody's talking about commercialization of Peloton. People think Peloton, they think overpriced stay-at-home bike in-house. Nobody's thinking weight machines. Nobody is thinking commercialization. That's not my problem. I'll buy and hold the thing. You don't have to like it. Don't buy it. All right, what do we got? People make fun of me for being like, I constantly get bad. Like I get this. This is probably the big thing. People are like, oh, that Meet Kevin guy. The only reason he's successful is because he invested in Tesla. Oh God. Like if people realize the emotion that went into having such an unbalanced portfolio, they wouldn't do it. It's not easy to buy the dip when Tesla is half your portfolio. and when it goes down 33%, you still have to have the wherewithal to buy more of it. And other stocks as well. Like my favorites. You all know my favorites. Etsy, Redfin, Payton's up there, Pinterest. Apple and Amazon are okay. But they're not my favorites for growth. I can't sell Apple, though, because of all the gains. Amazon, my gains aren't too big in. I think my basis is somewhere, compared to at least Apple. Like I don't have a double in Amazon. I think I'm up like 60% or something like that, where Apple's way higher. And that's because I've had it for so long. That's just what happens with the stonks, though. Dude, Peloton gyms would be epic. I'm serious. That's what I'm talking about. Peloton, agreed. Health and fitness. We need to become a strong mental. Yeah, we need to become strong mentally and physically. Personally, I also have this belief that people have been forsaking exercise. Maybe I'm just talking about myself. I don't know. I just go make another video. The can opener podcast. I'm pretty skeptical when people sell me stuff, and I think you're a good guy. I can feel it, but you have the salesman smile. What are you talking about? It's a good deal. No, I don't know. I don't even know what that is. So maybe that wasn't it. Well, I mean, I've been doing sales for what, 12 years or something now, right? I mean, that's how I started, was real estate sales. So, you know, who knows? Maybe that comes through. I think sometimes people meet me first and they're like, I want to punch the guy in the face. People think I'm like faking excitement or smile or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. Like, how can I make my smile less punchable? I don't know. Anyway, where were we? We're talking about stocks. All right. So what do we got in the after hours? Clever's giving up half of its gains today, of 2.8%, down a little bit, but down 2% already here. In the after hours, Canoe's giving up 0.77%, drop in the bucket compared to the 8% that we saw today. We got Clover all of a sudden coming out of the woodworks. Clover has been beat to crap. It didn't help that Jim Cramer bagged on them too. But let's go to, wow, really good day though. Let's go to see, look at that beating that Clover's gotten. Clover's gotten so inexpensive relatively. I mean, it's at 8.85 here, went as high as 923, 8.85 for this particular company. You know what I'm going to do? Let me pull up the Bloomberg and let me look at some estimates on this company. Give me 1 sec. Let's listen in here while I do that.
On the Fed's expanded asset purchase program. Here's what he said.
What we've said about our asset purchases is that they would continue at the current pace until we see substantial further progress toward our goals. And that will really mean actual progress. We're not looking at forecasts for this purpose. We're looking at actual progress toward our goals. So we'll be able to measure that. That's inflation. It's also maximum the indicators of maximum employment. I would look at global vaccination as a risk, really, to something to weigh in as a risk to the progress that we are making.
Steph, I thought that was sort of surprising that he saw global vaccination rates as a risk as he contemplates how close they are going to get to their goals. Obviously, their mandate is employment, maximum employment and stable prices. And he said they're far from that as well. But the panel was about the global divergences, and the discussion was around how much of the world still is not vaccinated and needs to be. And clearly it's something the Fed is watching. It's going to keep them on hold for a while.
It's a good point. I always thought vaccination was like, this is a positive catalyst, but they're basically saying, what if vaccination is too slow? Then it's not, you know, like the whole Israel here says the AstraZeneca risk. Yeah, I mean, the drama over AstraZeneca is slowing down vaccinations. We talked about that, I think, this morning in the live stream. I don't even remember anymore. We have so many live streams, I can't remember which one it is. Okay, let's look up Clove. Clove. Okay, what do we got? Let's go here. Clove. Financial analysis. All right, let's see what it is. So, okay. So 2019 was zero everything, right? No revenue. 2020. Why is no revenue? There's no revenue listed. I don't know anything about Clove. 2021. Projecting 842 million in revenue, projecting growth of 42% to get to 1.2 billion. Still going to be losing money for the next couple of years, though. And can I project to profitability? No, can't project to profitability on it. I mean, that doesn't mean it's a bad deal. It's just, I don't know. Coinbase is gonna be really interesting. Let's put it that way. the amount of money for that Coinbase is making is insane. Let's see. Okay, here, Catherine. What's the next positive catalyst in your mind that could potentially drive up real estate related stocks? So the stock market needs to realize, because it's already happening, that just because there's low inventory does not mean there are going to be low sales. So I would say the big push in real estate for a real estate catalyst is going to be inflation coming down towards the end of this year, rates staying low, and then people looking back going, oh my gosh, real estate's still booming even though there was less inventory. That's going to be the big mover for the real estate stocks. So that's why I don't mind loading up on them more and more. And I've got a lot in real estate related stocks during the dips that we see.
Series, I think JP Morgan at the 146,000 price target after, basically doing about face is probably what makes a lot of sense. I think we've heard some comments coming out of both the Fed as well as the Treasury, and the comments were that it's not effective as a store of value because of the volatility. And I would take a little bit of an issue with that. I think the fact that you have non-correlated volatility is precisely the reason that investors, both retail and professional, are interested in the asset class to begin with. I think, transactional relevance will likely come later, Sarah, but I think in the short term, it's liquidity that has to come first. And liquidity right now is looking for volatility, and that's what's attracting people to the asset class.
We are just getting Levi Strauss earnings out. Let's get to Courtney Reagan with the numbers. Courtney.
Levi.
Hi there, Sarah. So Levi Strauss is beating for both earnings and revenue. Adjusted earnings of 34 cents coming in above analysts' expectations of 25 cents, and revenues 1.31 billion versus expectations of 1.25 billion. Levi also
It's up 5%.
half revenue and EPS outlook, and that EPS outlook does look higher than the street for the second quarter. Digital sales up 41%, gross margins improved. There's a note about better mix with price increases and fewer promotions, which is something that we heard from many retailers with the lower promotions in the quarter. Inventories also down about 2%, and the dividend increased from 4 cents to 6 cents. You can see Levi Strauss.
So what's interesting is these earnings came out 4 minutes ago, and they just started talking about this 1 minute ago. The earnings came out at 4:06. I wasn't covering them because I didn't think to. Oh well. But what's crazy is, look at this, folks. This is like the CNBC pump right here. Look at that. Right here at 4:06 is where the earnings came out. Law, prove it to you. Right here. Look at that. Or here, this part. 4:06. Oh, you can't see it. See the 4:06 right here on the side? 4:06 is when the earnings come out. This is why you got to get the terminal. And 4:06 is when the earnings come out. And look at this. CNBC starts talking about it at 4:10, and the thing goes to the moon afterwards. That's crazy. That's how the suits take advantage of this kind of stuff. That's kooky. That is an obvious price delay right there. That is straight up CNBC. 4 minutes to digest, put it on the teleprompter, report. It's crazy. Oh, well. All right. So what else do we got here? So, it's a good question. Let's listen here. I do want to know why Clove went up, Clover Health. But let's listen to this for a second. I'm going to look at the news for Clover. 1 second.
Is going to be tied up in court for 4 years. That's not democracy. We have to level the playing field.
Yeah, amen to that. I think it's a great cause. Stephen, we had some new numbers out, speaking of the border and the disaster at the border.
What? Like, it's always the border law. What the heck? Oh, my gosh. All right, so it just says bullish calls. There's no news that I see here with Clover. Lawsuit, option surge, trading surges. CMS risk sharing model. What's that? I don't know if that. It's a Seeking Alpha. Clover Health. Oh, I gotta get it on here. I'll pull up the Seeking Alpha on the iPad really quick, because I don't have the login right there. Clove. I'll find out what it is. Clove. Okay, here we go. So here's our Seeking Alpha. No, where's the news on it? Oh, here. CMS. This. What is this? Is one of 53 direct contracting entities participating in a CMS initiative designed to encourage risk sharing and provide value-based care. I don't know why that would push it up. I don't think that's what's pushing it up so much. Yeah, I don't know. It could just be trading. That could be what it is. Someone says they bought 4K shares of Square at 194. Good job, Scott. Freaking awesome, man. That was a really good buy. Like under 200 Square. Oh, that was a gift from the gods. That's so good, man. Good job. I mean, you have a lower cost basis than I do. I'm up on it. But then again, it's at 259 right now. Yeah, that's really good. Good for you. Yeah. All right. So after hours here, Levi bouncing off again a little bit, 7.9%. U-time. Okay. Let's see what else here. Clover, Matterport's up 1%. Oh, right. There you go. Matterport's up 1%. Levi. This is just after hours here, right? Not much happening in the middle here. We can look at top news really quick just to see what the suits are saying. Because why not? So, thank you. All right. So, Barclays, biggest CLO, no. Amazon Union, blah, blah. There's nothing really exciting here except for, I mean, this is a good title. Look at this. From $20 million to zero, basically, or 20 billion to zero, basically. Starting in 2013, he parlayed more than $200 million into a mind-boggling fortune by betting on stocks. He folded his hand in early March and cashed in. Oh, had he folded and cashed in early March, he would have stood out among the world's billionaires. There are richer men and women, of course, but their money is mostly tied up in businesses, real estate, and complex investments. Huang's $20 billion net worth was almost as liquid as a government stimulus check. And then in 2 short days, it was gone. How to lose 20 billion in 2 days. Oh, what a burn. Oh, the burn of that title. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh, a sudden oh man. That guy's got to feel like crap. I mean, think about how we feel. Like my day trade was down like $1,000 at one point today. And I'm like, man, this sucks, right? Like you feel the emotion. 20 billion in 2 days. And I just want to note, in case you just joined, ended the day positive, so that was good. That sucks. Oh, jeez, man. Oh, has all the EV hype disappeared? It'll be back. It will be back. I'm actually I'm thinking about this. You heard it here first. I'm thinking about selling some of my stocks to actually go deeper on my EV bets. I know. The EV and energy bets. Maybe real estate too. The EV and real estate. Like those are the two things I feel like I got a competitive advantage in, and I just love the freaking crap out of. So I don't know. Ich don't know. All right, folks. There's no news. There's no news. There's no news. Why are we still watching? You guys are awesome. And gals. I appreciate you. Shout out to all the gals watching. If you are watching, you're awesome. Dudes, you're okay. Dude's like 90% watching right now. It's like Kevin just offended 90% of them. No, I love everyone. You know that. All right. I should just stop talking. Thanks for being here, folks. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.